You're just walking behind the Palestinian protest. They seem to be walking up Shepherd here, Bathurst. They started at Shepherd and Bathurst, and now they're walking up across the park, past all the Jewish neighborhoods on Bathurst. And they have the same recording they were posting last time. We care for Palestinian hostages. Well, probably a group of maybe 8 people. Police escorts, right?
Yes. Wow. Daniela. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lee. Did it stop raining? No, that was. Even though it's raining, it's still.
So you just got soaked, kind of like me. That's fun, right?
I mean, I feel like what I can tell you is that this is probably the 6th time
Yeah.
that has been done. It is, of course, being done intentionally.
Is that maybe because you're not focused on where you are, and maybe you're focused on some other thing in your mind? And you're not focused on, here and now.
I feel like we're sort of walking as safe we can.
Yeah, I know, but you
Sidewalk.
obviously weren't paying attention to the car there, and it just splashed you. You got it good.
There's
You
not,
got stoked by the car.
but
You got stoked by the car.
I will say that
Are you too focused on other things in your mind? Maybe not what's actually going on in your life. You're walking down the street And a car just soaked you because you're completely not paying attention.
Did you want to keep
Are-
talking?
No, I'm gonna say, are you paying attention to what's actually going on in your life, or are you just too focused on other issues?
Oh, I guess that just answered your question. Perhaps you should pay better attention.
No, you didn't actually answer my question. Daniela Bonamico just got soaked by a car because she's too worried about.
There's a splash on my sleeve. Oh, whatever shall I do? I shall have to go into the night and cry my tears away. Alas, doth, what sweet sorrow, whatever shall I make of my tragic existence? There's a splash on my sleeve. Israel has murdered 20,000.
No, do you know that's water? That's water from Canada. That's Canadian water.
Okay.
You just got grace. You got grace. You got grace by the God. By God. Good. Yeah, on native land. I identify as trans native.
In violation of international humanitarian law and Geneva Convention. Wear red ribbon while shopping in public spaces to raise public awareness.
So you're here for
Shit.
so you're here for Palestine, or are you here for natives?
I just got
Are you here for Palestine, or are you here for
got
natives?
soaked with rain. Isn't my makeup still phenomenal?
Is your-
Yes, I didn't get that.
Are you here for Palestine or native? Because you just brought up natives.
Canada to achieve
Me too.
the fact that we are a party to the Geneva Convention. Maybe you should learn your terms a little better.
You still never answer my question, Daniela.
Darling, you haven't asked me a clear question about the second.
Okay, I'll ask you again. I'll ask you again. You're not good at answering questions. She wouldn't answer my question why she was too focused on other things, not her own path in her life, like right now in existence, what you are doing right now, and where you're living right now.
That we care for Palestinian hostages. Shame on Israel for initiating
Be subject to the death
Palestinian hostages
known as jihad.
and leaving them physically and mentally disabled. It's
47
our government media, who cried loud for 250 Israeli hostages, but are silent over thousands of Palestinian
all Palestinian
humanitarian law.
like the 3,000 focused with Israel.
Red ribbon
Then
while shopping and in public spaces to raise public awareness. Show the world care for Palestinian hostages. Tell the world Palestinian hostages' lives are as important as Israeli hostages' lives, and Palestinian hostages are human too. Bring Palestinian hostages home now. Please wear red ribbon while shopping and in public spaces to raise public awareness. Show the world we care for Palestinian hostages.
There are Palestinian criminals.
Same thing on repeat. At least you got soul. At least you got spirit. I've heard that recording so many times, right? I know, yeah. It's funny, I'm almost subdued by some of the things, when Etisham was chanting to me yesterday and he was like, "Oh, Zionist race." Okay. But I ended up like, I woke up this morning
And that's
and I heard it, right? And I said, there's the problem right there.
That is the problem.
Yeah. Just gotta stop it, right? Because you can't let the kids continually think it and feel it. Like,
He has to go against the carrot.
yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Can't let this spill onto our streets like this.
Nope.
It's unbelievable. The fact that she couldn't even answer me a question why she's so focused on other things. Yeah, I asked her why she's more focused on like talking about bullshit. Like she was doing this. She was literally talking about stuff to her friend, and then the car came by. Just went. Psh.
Yeah.
Like they're not even paying attention to reality.
No, he's not.
Right?
And
she's.
Woman who makes her living as a burlesque dancer online.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So she's a burlesque dancer, eh?
an Italian from Woodbridge.
I know, of course, right? She believes in indigenous rights, native shit. You know?
Where are they going? Thousands of Palestinian hostages. That we care for Palestinian hostages. Raping Palestinian hostages.
It's okay.
You gotta turn the volume down, maybe.
Last dancer. Little humanitarian tonight on YouTube.
To raise public awareness.
The public awareness is 57 Muslim countries, 1, 2, and 6.
Palestinian hostages
Arab colonizer.
as Israeli hostages
Islamic
lives,
jihad.
Palestinian hostages are human
Hijacked.
Bring Palestinian hostages home now. Please wear red ribbon while shopping and in public spaces to raise public awareness. Show the world we care for Palestinian hostages.
Take care, right? Yes, you have a camera. That's very good for you.
Wear red ribbon while shopping and in public spaces. Palestinian hostages. Shame on Israel for emaciating, maiming, and raping Palestinian hostages, stripping their dignity.
Headed across York Downs and Bathurst.
English. Then I would love that.
Israeli hostages.
But where's the
Thousands of Palestinian hostages kept in violation of international humanitarian law and Geneva Convention. Wear red ribbon while shopping and in public spaces to raise public awareness.
There is no public awareness in 7 Muslim countries, 1 Jewish state. Islamic jihad, really Christians. Who are the terrorist colonizers? You mean like the Bolsheviks did? Yellow, you're okay, back. We love him. He's the best. One country didn't write enough.
Thousands of Palestinian hostages. No one is telling you. While shopping and in public spaces to raise awareness.
What's going on?
Show
I can see that. I'm just asking. Why? What did Chief Bernardo say? What did he say? Do you love Canada? Stay away. Do you guys love Canada? Stay away. Stay away.
I think that
You guys love Canada? That's your business. Something you don't. I ask everybody the same question. I ask everybody the same question. Remember, I ask everybody the same question. I go, "Hey, do you love Canada?" You know?
That's why we're here, man. Why?
Yeah, no, that's why I want to
What
understand.
is it?
Yeah, I'm asking you, do you love
Don't
Canada?
ask. Don't ask, man. That's why we're here.
Well, why do you love Canada? Do you love Canada?
Of course.
Why do you love Canada?
Why? That's my home.
What's Canada gonna do
My
about
home.
what's Canada gonna do about Palestine?
Well,
What
not
would you
doing
say?
enough.
What would
Not
you say
doing enough.
if you were if you were in Parliament right now and you were to voice your concerns? What would they change? Could you change?
I don't know. Stop.
You don't know?
Stop helping Israel. Stop helping Israel. They're helping Israel.
Okay. So
That's not enough?
so no, I want to understand. So Canada's helping Israel. Just trying to get information, you know. He said Canada's helping it. I don't think we're in the war though, so we're not really a part of it. So I don't know. Well, he didn't want to have a conversation. He had to go back to his pack. So it's unfortunate people living in a free country like this. Living in a free country where you can beautifully climb trees, right?
Palestinian hostages are
You climb trees, right? We're in Canada.
bring Palestinian hostages home now.
It's called being Canadian. I'm a Canadian. I love trees. Oh, I'm mental because I climb trees. Now he's calling me mental because I climb trees.
Here, you know that there's medication for ADHD, right? Have you thought about seeking a psychiatrist who could diagnose?
Maybe you're reflecting something, Daniela.
Here, I think you're reaching.
Be careful. Be careful. Don't touch me.
They seem to want to discriminate because I like being an active person in my life. Try to teach people about the outdoors. Try to teach people about nature. Try to teach people about trees and our natural environment. That's all I want to know. Is if you love Canada. You love Canada? Hey, you love Canada, right? Now we're live on YouTube, guys. So when it comes down to it, we're all allowed to be free in our space. We're allowed to walk along the road freely. There's people that are
Palestinian hostages are human beings. Bring Palestinian hostages home.
Sorry, I didn't know I had to say excuse me. Usually when people are behind someone, you say behind. If you worked in a restaurant, you'd know. You say behind. That's being kind. You got to be kind in this world, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why do you love Canada?
I love Canada because I am extremely grateful that when my parents immigrated from war-torn, civil-torn, and Nazi-occupied villages,
Okay.
they had a country that they could come to. Where
What was Canada like this? Did it have a lot of protests like this when you got here?
absolutely we were
Oh,
struggling. with
what
things like,
protests did you see when you were a young child?
the first time that I was ever arrested, I was protesting the invasion of Iraq.
Were you a child?
I was 13 when
Okay.
police found out how
You got
old I was.
arrested-
They were very
You were arrested when you were a child. So is that why you don't like law enforcement? You're kind of against things that go on and
I've been walking with
Yeah.
law
Oh, I
enforcement. There's a
understand that.
gentleman I like very much.
Yeah, I understand that.
He's wonderful.
I understand that, but you were against
No, here's a good question.
you were against them
you just
not
made-
letting you go through the
Erroneous statement.
but they
So I would like to ask you what your proof is.
2 weeks ago they stopped you from walking.
Here. Have you ever seen me disrespecting a cop, giving them the finger?
Why did the police restrict you from going down the side streets?
Well, I think that there are a multitude of people with different perspectives of why they would think that would happen. And
Right. Do you think that's more of like a Canadian perspective? Like Canadians think that it shouldn't be done. Like Canadian law, Canadian ethics, Canadian values, like those things, we don't want people terrorizing communities of Jewish people.
dear, it would appear as though you are attempting to state a question, but you're actually just making loaded, biased, and racist statements.
Okay, it's a Socratic method.
So a Socratic method is actually when you ask a genuine
No,
question.
I am
Not
inquiring.
asking questions.
Okay, I'll ask you a
Make
question
statements
again.
Pretending that
When
they're
you got
questions.
splashed, when you got
Socratic
splashed
method.
with the water,
With this little water right here.
were you more worried about free Palestine than the actual environment you're living in? Like the puddle was there, the car came by in our reality that we live in, but you're too caught up in some other mindscape that you're in.
I
I think maybe that's what's the problem. Maybe you're not thinking about where the place you're in.
question about Palestinian liberation.
No, I'm asking a question about your reality, your perception of reality, right? If your perception of reality.
Chasing this one, but he says too fast.
But you're not clearly answering the question. Were you more worried about?
Back to asking me.
I'm gonna answer it again. Were you more worried about Palestine than the people that smashed his face?
It's a training institute. Palestinian hostages.
So it didn't mess her makeup, but she has on what 4?
Nice to right with it while shopping in public places.
You're soaking wet. Your jacket's wet.
Up salary and find
Maybe you're worrying too much about other issues that don't actually pertain to Canada. Have you ever thought about that?
Canada's
Okay, so what would you say to Parliament right now? What would you say to Parliament right now?
that it seems trying to engage in conversation.
What would you say to Mark Carney?
I would think so.
What would you say to Mark Carney right now?
This is why I'm very comfortable better because you have to follow the guide to ambition. Somebody said something, respond.
But you're not answering the question.
Respond. He doesn't seem to quite understand.